What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video where we have a surprise one today. Didn't see this coming. The first images of the new Fiat 600 electrified BSUV is here. A year after the first Fiat 600 forklift was spotted in northern Sweden, a production prototype has been spotted. And this is just a few days after Carlos Tavares admitted that two new Fiat branded electric models will soon arrive. A production prototype of the new BSUV was now just spotted in North Europe, engaged in some new stages of winter testing. Now, the small SUV, which will replace the Fiat 500X, which will therefore not receive a new replacement generation, will share the platform with the Jeep Avenger, and as in its case, will have a fully electric variant to complement the internal combustion engines, including electrified ones. Now, the 600 is based on the PSA-derived CMP and e-CMP platform, which will be the first big news from the turn-based Stellantis manufacturer. And at first glance, it certainly appears to be robust in its setting, although the dimensions are smaller than those of the Fiat 500X that it will replace. In fact, the front section is a series of references that make this new Fiat 600 similar to the stylistic settings introduced in the new 500 Electrica. Although Fiat is working to bring back a certainly iconic denomination, the style will resume that has already been seen on the brand's first electric car. As mentioned, in front you'll see the classic round headlights with LED edge, although it is not clear whether this will complete the circumference. Also in the section that acts on the bonnet or hood that will be interrupted, as in this case the new Abarth 500e. Now then I'll note the circular lights further down, intended for the daytime running lights, and the direction indicators, also in this case, as already happens on the new 500 Electrica. However, even further down, you can also see the additional light elements that could be used as fog lights, perhaps on the less expensive versions. Now the front end, which should have a brand new 600 logo, is completed with a thin opening arranged below the closed grille that will house the logo. Below, you'll find a wider air intake with the central trapezoidal element that houses the ADAS sensors, probably a little obvious there. Now, although the relationship with the Jeep Avenger is known, it's not very evident except only on the A-pillar area for obvious construction reasons. And despite the smaller dimensions compared to those of the current 500X, the side takes up style proposed on the progenitor with the pleasant sloping rear window and spoiler supplied, which houses the third brake light. Now the rear lights with the characteristic C setting appear to derive from the new 500 Electrica. Now the placement of the rear fog lights and reflectors would be different compared to the central solution practiced on the small electric car. Now the images of the interior portrayed at the Fiat 600 will also appreciate some details from the passenger compartment. From what little emerges, a layout similar to that already adopted of the dashboard of the new 500 Electrica appears to have been adopted. The two-spoke steering wheel, which would be the same, cut at the bottom with a 10.25-inch cantilever touchscreen for the infotainment management is the same. And behind the steering wheel, on the other hand, you'll find a small circular instrument panel always seen on Fiat Electrics, thus adopting a completely digital solution. Now, the rest of the bridge appears to be covered by a sheet useful for disguising the further details. Now, in terms of the size, it should respect the dimensions similar to those of the Jeep Avenger, which reaches 408 centimeters in length with a wheelbase that will instead be identical in the order of 256 centimeters. Now, as regards to the engine adopted by the Fiat 600, in addition to the electric variant, it should be guaranteed with an availability of an endothermic unit. As for the electric variant on the e-CMP platform, it should share the unit with that of the Avenger. Now, it would therefore have a 115 kilowatt electric engine or 156 horsepower and a maximum torque of 260 newton meters, capable of guaranteeing about 400 kilometers of autonomy with a maximum speed of 150 kilometers an hour and a 54 kilowatt capacity lithium-ion battery. Now, the endothermic variant should be represented by the 1.2 GSE-T3 supercharged with 100 horsepower available today exclusively for the Italian market and for the Spanish one on the Jeep Avenger. Now, a similar strategy should therefore be envisioned for the Fiat 600, favoring the zero-emission variant in most markets. However, Fiat could also think about the recently announced 1.2 PureTech 48-volt mod hybrid power unit, making it a vehicle more in line with its electrification strategy and lowering its base price compared to that of the purely electric version. Now, I want to remind you that the new Fiat 600 will be produced at the Stellantis plant in Poland on the same lines already used by the Jeep Avenger, and in the future, the unprecedented BSUV from Alfa Romeo. Now, the official debut should be scheduled by the end of this year, which seems plausible judging by the current state of the camouflage used on this prototype spotted in Europe. So with that said, what do you guys think about your first look at the new Fiat 600 electrified BSUV? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we'll have a bigger discussion on the new Fiat 600. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down in the description below, where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, and my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Helps the channel keep going. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch and check out my social media links down in the description below. Now make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. And we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.